clear. Race 19 into motor. Out of that first turn, and David Knowles is right there with him. Paul Simmons holding on to a third spot this time. Good ride for him if he can hold on to it. Richard Smith leading. From David Knowles. Oh, being very well behaved at the moment, aren't they, you know? Not making it too difficult. Paul Simmons sneaks back through on the inside there. One down goes Paul Simmons. That was bad luck for him, just as he was really trying hard. 33, Richard Smith it is that's leading. It's David Knowles in second place. Then it's Lee Pittman. Paul Simmons up and having another go. Not going to lose too many points just for that little slip. Salvage what he can. 33, Richard Smith. At the last lap flag, from David Knowles in second place, Lee Pittman in third, then Matthew Patron. Richard Smith wheelies out of that turn. Look at the grip he's getting. There's the checkered flag. Another wheelie for Richard Smith. Wanting his title back. On track at the moment. And there is Matthew Patron. And bringing up the rear. Paul Simmons. 250cc solos. There's a win there for number 33, Richard Smith. Second place, number 67. David Knowles. Third place to number 201, Lee Pittman. Fourth place to number 95, Steve Mander. Fifth place to number 196, Matthew Klassen. Sixth place to number 31, Paul Simmons. No other finishers. The winner's time 1 minute 36 and 1/5 seconds, and an average speed of 49.9 miles per hour. That's 33, 67, 201, 95, 196, 31. 1 minute 36 and 1/5 seconds, a speed of 49.9 miles per hour. We're now into leg 3, and Richard Smith picking up another win. All in second place. Then it's Ashley Denham. Around they come then, 26. Colin Howe leading this one. Then Sam Mulby and Jack Walker. 26 then, Colin Howe from 124, Dean Strudwick. I say that Chris Knowles doesn't seem to be going quite so quickly after his little spill earlier on. That's a shame that, because talented rider. 26, Colin Howe at the last lap flag from 124, Keith Strudwick from Ashley Denham. Checkered flag made ready then. They come around this turn, a British Championship heat win for number 26, Colin Howe. From 124, Keith Strudwick in second, then it's Ashley Denham, Sam Morby, Stephen Hall, Jack Walker. you in a moment. Number 26, Colin Howe. Second place, number 124, Keith Strudwick. Third place to number 80, Ashley Denham. Fourth place to number 28, Sam Morby. Fifth place, number 77, Stephen Hall. Sixth place to 262, Jack Walker. And seventh place to number 64, Chris Knowles. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute and 40 seconds. The speed was 48.1 miles per hour. That's 26, 124, 80, 28, 77, 262, 64. 1 minute and 40 seconds, 48.1 miles per hour. With race 21, the last of the 250s in this leg. James Child it was again with him. He's in second place at the moment. Lee Street leading it. Lee Street, a good tight line around there, and Matthew Child is following. You're on the inside of Lee Street, you're on the inside of the circuit. Lee Street, a real peg hugger. Flat out down the straight he comes in. Lee Street knows the map. Craig Smith, not having the best of days here. Round the pits turn then, the last lap flag is out already, and Lee Street holding on to it. Matthew Child in hot pursuit in second place. And Mark Williams. Well, several retirements from the 250 class has left it wide open this year. 75. Number 97. James Child makes second. Mark Netherwood. John Weeks, Craig Smith, and Mark Williams. It's a win for number 75, Lee Street. In second place, number 97, James Child. Third place, number 23, Richard Lively. Fourth place, number 87, Mark Netherwood. Fifth place, number 46, John Weeks. Sixth place, number 2, Craig Smith. Seventh place, 42, Mark Williams. The winner's time, 1 minute and 35 seconds, an average speed of 50.6 miles per hour. In that. 350 is the start of the third leg. Jason Handley. Jason Handley from that Taylor fella. Neil Taylor, I knew somebody would tell me. Neil Taylor is in second place. James Complin in third. What a talented rider that James Complin is. Came from nowhere this year, right up in amongst it. 95, Jason Handley from Neil Taylor. And Gareth Roberts. Now going for it at Jason Handley. He means business here this afternoon. I think him and Tony Atkin have got one hand each on that trophy this afternoon. Done it hard now, but it is a runaway at the moment for Jason Handley. Jason had, oh, Neil Taylor goes a little wide there. Neil Taylor really The checkered flag is out. Jason Handley looked like he got into a little trouble in the centre of that turn, but he's going to get it. Jason Handley takes it. Neil Taylor in second. James Complin in third. He's in good company, that boy. He's doing all right. Then it's Lee Gate. 82, Barry Powell. UCC Solos, a win there for number 95, Jason Handley. Second place to number 173, Neil Taylor. In third place, it was number 1, James Complin. Of course, he's an additional runner. I haven't got him written in the programme. Third was number 116, Lee Gaydon. Fourth was 82, Barry Powell. Sixth was 117, Gareth Roberts. Seventh, 36, Mike Topless. Eighth, 611, our reserve. That's John Cox. And ninth was 118, Andy Powerfoot. No 10th finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute and 30 seconds, a speed of 53.4 miles per hour. Well, Jason Handley popped up another win. They come, race 23, underway. Not sure who that was who sneaked through on the inside there, but I'll pick the number up. No, it's not that bad. 93 indeed. They're holding on to second place at the moment. Dave Rumsey is struggling through into fifth at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth place at the moment. Good tight line for him. He should be able to make up some ground with riding like that. Ian Guthrie bringing up the rear. Flat out of that turn and coming down the straight now, Matthew Child. 1 lap left to go. Wogie Giles in second. Great run. Dave Rumsey still fighting, still trying hard, but I think there's a few too many yards adrift to make it up all on one corner, and that's all there is left in this race. Matthew Child a little bit wide. Wogie cuts up on the inside, and Dave Rumsey's right there. Wogie takes it. Wogie. And John Hartley, an official result in a jiffy. Your programme, and the official result is a win for number 300, Wogie Giles. In second place, just pipped on the post with number 93, Matthew Child. Third place was 101, Dave Rumsey. Fourth place was number 7, Ryan Tolley. Fifth place was number 90, Ben Morby. Sixth place was number 8, Reece Wilding. Seventh place was number 0, John Hartley. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute and 35 seconds and an average speed of 50.6 miles per hour. one of them. He creeps up on the inside. Oh, I'll just call him Mr. Taylor. Round they come then, flat out. Number 10, Tony Atkins. You know, he seat up a motor earlier on and he got it going again. He's got some guts, that boy. He's got some pluck and courage. Round they come then. At half distance, it's Tony Atkins. From Mark Taylor. From Greg Williamson. From 811, that's Glenn Stanton. It's all happening at High Easter. Dust rising a little bit. The 500cc Cycling Association have kept it under control very well this afternoon. That's Tony Atkins leading, Mark Taylor in second, Greg Williamson in third, then Glenn Stanton. Then Scott Wilson. There's the checkered flag. It's 3 rides and 3 wins so far for Tony Atkins. He keeps one hand on that trophy. Mark Taylor takes the second place. Greg Williamson gets the third. Stanton in fourth. C Solos, race 24, a win for number 10, Tony Atkins. In second place, it was number 170. Mark Taylor. In third place, it was number 23, Greg Williamson. In fourth place, it was number 811, Glenn Stanton. In fifth place, number 9, Peter Knowles. Sixth place, number 2, Craig Smith. Seventh place, number 74, Scott Wilson. Eighth place, number 223, Mike Bowden. No other finishes. The winner's time at 1 minute 30 and 2/5 seconds, an average speed of 53.2 miles per hour. Here they come, race 25. We get Brian Palmer in this one. He's leading out of that corner. With Keith Richards breathing right down his neck, and he's got his front wheel alongside the other back wheel, but Mike Reeve powers on into the turn. Holds the throttle on just a little bit long. Comes round high, wide and handsome. Look at Keith Richards sneaking up on the inside, and look, Brad Palmer's coming. Sixth place at the moment and fighting for it. Well, I can hear somebody, who said there's somebody shouting out there? Do you mind? I'm trying to speak. Race 25, here they come, the 500cc chariots. Chariots of fire, and Mike Reeve. Brad Palmer and Danny Hogg, previous British champions in their own right, breathing down his neck in second place. In third place is number 5, Andy Hopkins. It's all systems go here. Those front 3 have not given an inch. And Andy Hopkins is challenging Raz Palmer. He's on right around the outside. If he can hold on to this, he's going to move into second place. But Raz pulls it tight. The checkered flag is out. It's going to be Mike Reed, Raz Palmer. Certainly needed to get a better start to do better than that. Official result in a moment. 5, the 500cc sidecars, leg 3. A win there, no doubt about it. To number 57, birthday boy yesterday, Mike Reed with Mark Thorpe. In second place, it was number 71, that's Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg. In third place, it was number 91, Keith Drury and Richard Webb. Fourth place to number 1, Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. And fifth place was number 143, Keith Richards and Thomas Eames. The winner's time, 1 minute 36 seconds, a speed of 50.1 miles per hour. Exclusion there for number 5, Andy Hopkins and Gordon Langford. 71, 91, 1, 143. One back answer. Second, speed of 50.1 miles per hour. Brown, Copland, Oil, Copland, Brown, sidecars, and here they come, race 26. It's popping up here. Having a good day here so far. Ten points to their tally. Nobody on the maximum 14. 22. They come then, 22. The Rodents boys out here with a vengeance, 3 of them. Harrison and Steve Ashby. There goes the checkered flag for number 22. Oh, we didn't get a 31. Must be at our additional runner, that's Steve Hine and Kim Greatrix. Win for number 22, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. Second place to 887, Jim Rowlands and Mark Griffiths. Third place to 886, Pete Rowlands and Phil Rowlands. Fourth place to 81, Andy Kerrison and Steve Ashby. Fifth place to number 31, Steve Hines and Jim Greatrix. The winner's time was 1 minute and 38 seconds, an average speed of 49 miles per hour precisely. That's 22, 887, 886, 181, 31, 1 minute 38, 49 miles per hour. And Clive Goodwin, each with one hand apiece on this trophy at the moment. 887, 886, 181, 31, 1 minute 38, 49 miles per hour. Trophy for the winner is great. We're looking for Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. We're looking for football numbers. Gary Beck, John, phone, you can go down there and get one. And a lady has lost a pair of gold rimmed glasses. And Gary Hughes did. Are they going to take valuable points off the defending champions here? The defending champions not making up a lot of ground at the moment, but they are as they come round that corner. I spoke a little bit too soon. It's going to be a good one, this one. Here they come. Third place. So the cat is definitely amongst the pigeons now, chaps. Let the dog see the rabbit or what? Here they come. It's all hot stuff here at High Easter. Last lap flag being made ready. Here they come then. One more lap to go. Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes on. There's no time to relax, but it's not time to do anything stupid either. Chris Salisbury, Gary Hughes leading it from Leicester and Clive Goodwin in second place, and they're really pushing hard for the line. Who's going to get there? Well, that was a tight finish. It was a tight finish. I don't wish to influence the start of the finish line officials here at all. We do need the winner of that race back here. That's Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes to pick up the A.G. Smith Bushers trophies. The winner of the A.G. Smith Butchers trophies, number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. Young man, he's got your trophy. Where's your passenger? Where's your ballast then? I'll get this out in a minute, people keep disturbing me. Race 27. First place to 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes, and Chris Salisbury is there collecting his trophies at the moment. Didn't bring the ballast with him, perhaps he's a bit tired, needs a rest. Second place went to number 3, Leicester and Clive Goodwin. Third place to 77, Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. Fourth place to number 7, Barry Bennett and Steve Tong. Fifth place to number 1, 2, 3, Paul Moorcock and Richard Sweeting. Sixth place to number 33, Rob Wright and Roland Meredith. The winner's time was 1 minute and 37 seconds and an average speed of 49.5 miles per hour. To Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes on winning the A.G. Smith Butchers trophies. Local butcher supporting the Grasstrack here this afternoon. 2 lovely trophies he's bought there, and what a race, eh? Leicester and Clive Goodwin had lost it by half a wheel. They got away the first time and they decided to stop that for a full start and rerun it. Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes come to it.
Here we are, Jason Hanley, 3 wins from 3 starts. A lot of goings and comings and goings in your pit area before the meeting in practice. What exactly happened?
Well, first of all, my bike wouldn't go in the practice, and well, you could hold it flat out. It was popping and banging, so it was no good. So I had to borrow an engine off Dave Lord and put it in. It didn't seem too bad. Then in the first 2 races, my suspension was seized up, and that wasn't working. So now I put a fresh shocker in, it seems a bit better.
So a lot of hassle already. As I say, you've been going very well to win 3 heats. You haven't met Tony Aiken. Do you think it's just going to come down to a straight shootout in the final?
Yeah, I think so. If we both win our semi-finals, it will do, I think. But I think it's a bit more power than me. I think I'll struggle against him.
Right, thank you very much, and good luck in the next 2 heats.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Mike Reid, a second in your first one and 2 wins. Mike, how do you see it going in the late heats?
Well, I'm just doing my best, and that's all I can do. I'll just treating it as a normal meeting. So we'll just see how things goes.
We've seen the last race with Leicester, which was a real cliffhanger, half a wheel in it at the end. Do you see Leicester and Clive Goodwin being your main contenders, or can you see somebody else coming along as well?
Anybody can beat me on the day. It's just one of those things. Get out the gate and do your best.
Right, no problem. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see you at the end.
We'll see you later.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers then.
Here we are with Tony Aiken, struggling to get out of your chair, so we sat down for this interview. What exactly have you done?
I hit some pegs on the outside of the track in my second ride, and I've just damaged my foot really. I'm in agony, but just carry on, don't you? Once you're out there, there's no excuses. You know, when you're actually out there, the adrenaline takes over and you just race, don't you?
We've seen you struggle out the start once or twice there with gearbox problems, I do believe. Has that sorted out now? Have you changed anything on it?
Well, yeah, we've had a muck about with it, and the last time it didn't jump into neutral. The first two races it's been jumping into neutral in between gears, so obviously that's a problem. So I mean, normally I make rocket starts, but today it's, you know, when it really matters, I've decided that my bike's decided to start finding neutrals when it shouldn't. But Jason's making good starts, but you know, it's not over yet. Still got a good chance of winning it.
Yeah, we've been talking to Jason, and it's a shame in a way that it looks like it's going to come down to a straight shootout in the final. Personally, I would have liked to seen you get meet in the heats, even if it just gives one of you a chance to take a point off the other one. What do you think about that?
I think it is better if you meet through the meeting. I mean, say me and Jason have rode each other, and you know, then you can gauge yourself. Where now we just go, say we go out in the final, we're both unbeaten, it's 4 laps. You know, you don't have a chance to change things. If we had a heat and he beat me or I'd beat him, you can change your bike to suit. You know, you can find those riding lines. But when you just got 4 laps, and like I say, you just got to go for it anyway. But like I say, my big problem is my gearbox. If I can make a good start, and if I can be with him going into the first bend, we can have a race.
Well, we look forward to that, and good luck.
Yeah, we'll need it.
Cheers. Here we are, Raz Palmer. You're lying about 4th overall. Where do you see you can win it from here?
Bloody hard, I reckon. But you never know in racing, anything can happen. You can only go out there and do your best, try your hardest, and that's what I've always done. Win, lose or draw, whatever happens, as long as we've had a good day, enjoy me racing. But I haven't come here to come second, nor has anybody else, but there you go, that's racing. Let's go and have a go.
Is it any particular part on the track where you're struggling to get round today, or is it just that it's so close racing? It seems that every throw is a different winner up at the moment, and everybody's getting beat by half a wheel in the racing.
Yeah, it's very, very close racing. You're going to get that at this sort of level in a championship meeting. It's not only, I don't think the track's for everybody, the same bends, the same straights. A lot of it, I think, is the motors. There's a lot of different motors here, and it shows out as well from because not everyone that's making the starts gets to the corner first. So, you know, you've got to weigh that up with your opponents and try and fight back from another way. But I don't think there's any disadvantage or advantage on any of the corners. It's down to the bloke and the two of you on the chair to work it out, you know.
Right, thank you very much, Raz, and good luck.
Okay, cheers.
For the races, and the first one's underway, race 28, the 250 16 solos, and here they come. Couldn't quite see who it was. He's got his bike going, he's away again. It looked like number 97. 97 was James Child. 33, Richard Smith, pulling away from the rest of them now. Chris Knowles there in second place. Then it's Ashley Denham. And number 97, the remounted James Child. Well, the water's certainly taken its toll on these 250s this time. It was hoped by the club that if we put enough down now, we won't have to water again for the finals. He won it in 1998, he lost it in 1999, and he's now back for the vengeance in the year 2000. And here he comes. Richard Smith leading out of that corner from David Knowles in second place. The Child, Paul Simmons and Craig Smith. The checkered flag is out. Richard Smith looking over his shoulder. He's just realised that somebody had called him up, but Richard Smith takes the win from Chris Knowles in second place. Then it's Ashley Denham, Lee Pittman, Steve Mander, Matthew Child, John Weeks, Matthew Klassen, Paul Simmons. First semi-final, the win there for number 33, Richard Smith. Second place to number 67, Dave Knowles. Third place to number 80, Ashley Denham. Fourth place to 201, that's Lee Pittman. Fifth place, number 95, Steve Mander. Sixth place, number 97, James Child. Seventh place, number 46, John Weeks. Eighth place, 196, Matthew Klassen. Ninth place, number 31, Paul Simmons. 10th place, number 2, Craig Smith. The winner's time was 1 minute and 48 seconds, an average speed of 44.5 miles per hour. There will be a sighting map for each semi-finals, so that right a fair chance to see where the water is. Those got nothing to the public, not nice to find that back in the race tonight. Race 29, semi-final. Lee Street pulling away, and Keith Strudwick trying to come on terms now with Colin Howe. Colin Howe seems to ride very little these days, but he hasn't lost any of the old technique. He sneaks through on the inside there. Lee Street leading. Colin Howe. Keith Strudwick makes his move on Colin Howe, comes up in the second place, gains a bit of ground on Richard Smith. Richard Smith overslid out of that corner. I doubt he'll make the same mistake again. But certainly he meant that Keith Strudwick has caught him up a little bit. Lee Street powering out of that turn. Various lines round this corner. Keith Strudwick making a move now on Lee Street. Round that pit's turn they come. Lee Street, one big twist of the throttle, and here he comes. Changes gear again. Jack Walker. Mr. Knowles. Leading the field round this last turn, the checkered flag is on, and here they come. It's Lee Street that takes it. Keith Strudwick, a good second place, man. Points there for him. Stephen Hall, Colin Howe, Richard Lively, Jack Wilson, Chris Knowles, Sam Mulvey, Mark Netherwood. In there for number 75, Lee Street. 75 Lee Street taking the win there. Second place to number 124, Keith Strudwick. Third place to 77, Stephen Hall. Fourth place to number 26, Colin Howe. Fifth place to number 23, Richard Lively. Sixth place, 262, Jack Walker. Seventh place, number 64, Chris Knowles. Eighth place, number 28, Sam Mulvey. Ninth place, number 87, Mark Netherwood. 10th place to number 42, Mark Williams. The winner's time at 1 minute 45 and 2/5 seconds, an average speed of 45.6 miles per hour. Put Keith Drury in there. I think we've got a race on our hands. Leicester and Clive will win and make it. Leicester and Clive will win. Brad Sparr on a slow start and chasing up from behind. But, I think he's just ended his championship hopes if he stays down that far on the field. Then the two Rowlands boys, then Keith Drury and Richard Webb. Between Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg bringing up the rear. Round the turn then, flat out, look, lovely dust-free racing, number 3. Leicester and Bill Spencer, then the Rowlands boys, then Keith Drury and Rich Webb, and then Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg bringing up the rear. Here they come then, the checkered flag's out, Leicester and Clive could win, surely they have one arm. Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe in second place, a good ride for them ahead of Keith Richards and Bill Spencer, then the Rowlands boys. Keith Drury and Richard Webb, Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg. Side cars and a win there for number 3, Leicester and Clive Goodwin. Second place to number 57, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. Third place to number 143, Keith Richards and Phil Spencer. Fourth place to 886, the Rowlands boys. Fifth place to number 91, Keith Drury and Richard Webb. And in sixth place, number 71, Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg. The winner's time, 1 minute 35 and 4/5 seconds, a speed of 49.6 miles per hour. $500cc Diecast second semi-final. We look for 418. Chris Baldry. And Gary Hughes. 22, Gary Lloyd is 18. 77, Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. 887, Jim Rodent and Mark Griffith. Number 1, Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. And number 7, Barry Bennett and Steve Hall. Four in this one. Great, anything can happen. The race is on. Red flag down in the bottom end, so I'm not sure what the problem is there. Didn't think that there was too much of a problem up this other end. But, one or two do-si-dos up this top end here. Race 31 and they're underway. Trevor and Ronnie Stewart come up alongside to take it. I haven't got Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins fighting back there in second place, but Trevor and Ronnie Stewart are taking it. Gary Lloyd picks it back up again. Trevor and Ronnie Stewart relegated back to second. It's all hot stuff here at High Easter. And it's number 1, Clive Willis. Number 7, Barry Bennett. And 887, Mr. Rowlands. Last lap flags out. Gary Lloyd Gary, look, the stewards are in trouble. Stewards are in trouble. The hands are up in the air. The game is over for Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. What bad luck for them. Good luck for number 22. Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins taking the checkered flag from number 1. Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. And Mr. Rowland. Well, a brave effort there by number 77, Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. Let's just hope that the mechanics can have that vehicle ready for the final, should he have enough points to be in it. I pushed that round in a remarkably quick time. The stopwatch was on him. You must finish within 2 minutes of the winner. And made it with time to spare. Mechanic already on the scene. Team sponsor out there as well. This machine needs fast medical attention. I do hope it's not open heart surgery.
Nobody else is allowed on the track, it is, you've got to be side on.
500cc sidecar, second semi-final. Race 31 in your programme was a win for number 22, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. In second place, it was number 1, Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. In third place, number 7, Barry Bennett and Steve Tom. And in fourth place, number 77, Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. No fifth or sixth finishers, number 887 excluded for taking out the pegs on 2 occasions. 887 excluded for taking out the pegs on 2 separate occasions. The result again, 22:1:7:77, 1 minute 38 seconds, 49 miles per hour precisely. I must say that the times have been very, very, very consistent and very close throughout this meeting. And shows the quality of the rider we have these days. Ben Morley, John Hartley and John Cox. That's the runners for race 32. The 350cc solo first final. Come number 10, Tony Atkins. Oh, does he? It's all close stuff. Greg Williamson had a bit of a funny 5 minutes and he's allowed one of those riders to get past him. I think it was Ryan Tolley. Could have been Reece Wilding. Here they come. Number 10, Tony Atkins. Tolley going around the outside there. Greg Williamson again hits trouble. Vince Stanton comes right up on his back wheel. Ben Morby's in there with a shout. It's all happening here. Tony Atkins leaping away with it. From Reece Wilding. The track has stayed superb all day. The dust has been controlled, the sun's been shining, and here comes Tony Atkin. One more lap to go. Dave Rumsey moves up another one past Ben Morby, but they're on the last turn now for the last time, and Tony Atkins trying to make it his. One hand on the trophy. This has probably got one hand of Ben Cunningham. Hand is on it as well. For another track right here at the High Raceway. Race 32, the 350cc first semi-final was a win for number 10, Tony Atkin. From number 23, Greg Williamson. From 811, Lynn Stanton. From number 8, Reece Wilding. From 101, Dave Rumsey. From number 7, Ryan Tolley. From number 90, Ben Morby. From number 0, John Hartley. And 611, John Cox. The winner's time at 1 minute 35 and 3/5 seconds, an average speed of 50.3. Race 33, the 350cc second semi-final. 304, Jason Handley. The Taylor brothers. Got me out of it, eh? The Taylor brothers. Number 1. Robert, The 350cc men in action again. Two riders here certainly mean business this afternoon. Tony Atkin and Jason Handley, here they come. Not those two, but they're the two that matter. Jason Handley leading it from James. Wogie Giles in the thick of it there. Wheelies past his opponent and powers on into the turn. 95, Jason Handley. He overcooked it a bit on that corner to Wogie, but he's trying hard, racing his heart out. Last lap flag out, Jason Handley. It's number 82. And Wogie's stopped, Wogie's bike has stopped, Wogie's out with problems. Checkered flag. 95, Jason Handley, one hand on the trophy. James Complin, a great ride for him. Really a bright future in the sport for that lad. Official result in a moment. There was a win there for number 95, Jason Handley. In second place it was number 1, our reserve rider, James Complin. In third place it was number 173. Neil Taylor. In fourth place, number 170, Mark Taylor. In fifth place, number 82, Barry Powell. In sixth place, 116, Lee Gaydon. And in seventh place, number 36, Mike Topless. No other finishers. The winner's time at 1 minute 30 and 2/5 seconds. An average speed of 53.2 miles per hour. From the top, 95, 1, 173, 170, 82, 116, 36. 1 minute 30 and 2/5 seconds, a speed of 53.2 miles per hour. Here we come then, the big one for the 250s. Who's it going to be? Lee Street gets to the first turn. On the outside. Lee Street on the inside six. This is the car on the other side, and here comes Richard Smith. It's all systems go. Lee Street is in front. Lee Street is going for it. Richard Smith is right there for the asking. Those two have not lost a race all day, and here they come. This is the first time they've met, and Lee Street means business. Lee Street is going for it. Richard Smith is for it. Charles having a go at Richard Smith, and Lee Street's getting away. Richard Smith's having to defend his position a little bit from behind, this giving Lee Street the break. Lee Street is away. Lee Street cracks on the throttle, he turns it on, and Richard Smith tries to get on the inside of him, and here they come again underneath. And here they come in. Lee Street is well away. Richard Smith, champion 2 years ago, so badly wanted it back today. Is he going to settle for this second place, or is he going to challenge? Out comes Lee Street, the front wheel pawing the air. He means business. Richard Smith's right there. 600 or so yards, or is it 300 as there's only half a lap to go? It's Lee Street from Richard Smith. The southeast centre leading the eastern centre over the last turn. They come. It's one twist of the throttle away, and here they come. The southeastern centre gets this British Championship title back for the first time since Tony Black in the 1970s. Well done to Lee Street. Richard Smith gave a good run for his money. The Lee Street trapped and took it right from the start. Shaking hands over on the far side there. Lee Street, his first British Championship.
The 250 Crown comes home to the southeast centre of Dana Park. A proud moment for all of us who have come up here from the southeast.
Well, a celebration lap there for Lee Street, the year 2000 British champion, as he takes his bike to the park firm, the centre of the course. All bikes to wait there to see if there are any protests this afternoon. So all finalists to leave their machines in that box for chance of anybody who wants to protest. 250 British Championships is over for the year 2000. Richard Smith and Lee Street have a little cuddle. And race 34, a win for 75, Lee Street. Second place, number 33, Richard Smith. Third place to number 97. That's James Child, according to Matthew earlier, but that's James Child. Fourth place to 124, Keith Strudwick. Fifth place to number 67, Dave Knowles. Sixth place to number 95, Steve Mander. Seventh place to number 26, Colin Howe. Eighth place to number 23, Richard Lively. Ninth place to number 80, Ashley Denham. And 10th place to number 77, Stephen Hall. The winner's time, 1 minute 36 and 2 seconds, an average speed of 49.8 miles per hour.
500 cc sidecar final. Race number 35 in your programme. We are looking at the defending champions, number 3. Leicester and 5 for the win, off 24 points. Along with 22, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins on 22 points. Along with number 57, Mike Green and Mark Thorpe, 24 points. That's all 3 of those. If any one of those wins this, they will automatically be champions. 4 points score down, 19 points to 7 points to do it. Remember, they keep the home in their semi-final. Then it's 4-1-8, but it's in the semi-final. 4-18 points.
Butterflies, it's business now. Absolute business. It'd be in his spirit in the semi-final, would like to put one over the British champion by winning this race, even if he doesn't win the title. But it's Gloucester and Clive Goodwin, the defending title champion holders. Here they come. Chris Salisbury means business on the inside. He's trying hard. Leicester and Clive Goodwin from the southeast centre. Can they hold on to it? It'll be a southeast domination of two classes if we can. Leicester and Clive Goodwin powering out of that turn. Chris Salisbury aiming on that inside line. It'll only take one mistake. Chris Salisbury really means business. He's in there in second place. Probably feels robbed by that exclusion, but it was him who rolled over and caused the race to be stopped. That's the rules of Grasstrack. Here they come. Number 3, Leicester and Clive Goodwin. Behind him. Then it's Raz Palmer, a man who has won this title before, and he is indeed 50 years old, they tell me. So he's fighting fit for that age, and here they come. The checkered flag is out. It's going to be, it surely is. Chris Salisbury in second place. An absolute flyer of a race. Leicester and Clive Goodwin, British champions, 1999 and 2000.
Very well appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. What a cracking race. Didn't put all they could hard. Didn't a good win do well. Tremendous piece of racing here. Not a good commentator with this year, but very well running good. That's all that time was on the top. They tried to do well this afternoon. Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. Very well hands up, good. They're going backwards, look. Hey, from us do it backwards. Fine read at Marshall, what a great day they've had. Not sure if they came here expecting to do as well as that, but they've certainly done extremely well.
Leicester and Clive Goodwin and family, British champions, 1999 and 2000. Oh, they hear the southeast game good. Number 3, Leicester and Clive Goodwin. In second place, it was number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. In third place, number 71, Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg. In fourth place, number 57, Mike Reed and Mark Thorpe. In fifth place, number 22, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. And in sixth place, number 77, Trevor and Ronnie Stewart. The winner's time of 1 minute, 36 and 2/5 seconds. An average speed of 49.8 miles per hour. 3, 418, 71, 57, 22, 77, 1 minute 36 and 2/5 seconds, the speed of 49.8 miles per hour.
173, Neil Taylor. 101, Dave Rumsey. 1, James Compton. 170, Mark Taylor. 811, Mick Stanton. Number 7, Ryan Holly, and 116, Lee Gaten. Service required in 93. That's the car. Over the line. Done. Highway. Checkered flag flight. Past her. We have two British champions. For the year 2000 already. Here come the riders.
Levers are going, and here they come, hurtling down this straight. Jason Handley and Tony Atkin. Tony Atkin holds it at the moment, but by the slimmest of measures, I can tell you. Tony Atkin is leading it. Jason Handley is right in there. Jason Handley's getting a little bit of bother. Tony Atkin's going very wide. Tony Atkin holds on the battle is on between those front two. Tony Atkin, the defending champion, is holding on to it. And my Brooks is actually putting slightly away. Jason Handley is in full flight behind him, pushing as hard as he can. Tony Atkin. Tony Atkin pulling away slightly. Jason Handley second there as he battles on. Tony Atkin, meaning business. Last lap flag, 1 lap left into those. Glenn Stanton and Dave Rumsey. Here they come out of the last turn. The checkered flag's ready. The British champion 2000, Tony Atkin. Glenn Stanton and Dave Rumsey. I suppose the South East Centre had to let him have one. Tony Atkin wins the National Championships for the year 2000. Oh, we've had a long hot day, long hot final, but we have the champions. They fought hard last year to pile up the points to qualify for this year's meeting, and the top point scorers have come. Those that qualified have put their hearts into what they were doing. Nobody wanted to go home, but even a second place. But there they are. All those machines going into the park firm. They must stay there for 30 minutes from the close of racing for any protests to be made. If anybody thinks an engine is oversized, they've got to pay up, put up, or shut up. And those machines parked. The 350cc final. The official result was a win for number 10, Tony Atkin. Second place to number 95, Jason Handley. Third place to number 173. I can't remember which one he is. Mark Taylor. Neil, see, now you lot are misleading me. Neil Taylor. Followed by number 7, Ryan Tolley. Followed by number 23, Greg Williamson. Followed by number 1, James Complin. Followed by number 116. I think I'll miss out one of those Taylors now doing that. I think I'd better start this again because there's no first and second places, is there? It's only what I've got in the programme. From the top, 10, Tony Atkin. 95, Jason Handley. 173, Neil Taylor. 170, Mark Taylor. Then number 7, Ryan Tolley. Number 23, Greg Williamson. Number 1, our reserve, James Complin. 116, Lee Gaydon. 811, Glenn Stanton. 101, Dave Rumsey. The winner's time was 1 minute and 29 seconds. The average speed of 54.0, 54 miles per hour, precisely the fastest time of the day. A little bit of fun here. The beer tent people. Can't remember which pub that was now. There's many pubs I gave out an advert for earlier. But the Butcher's Arms, who are running the beer tent, which is open until 7 o'clock this evening, and for your liquid refreshment, have decided to sponsor £25 each. What do you say, sir? £25 each for what's thought to be perhaps the unluckiest rider in each class this afternoon. Hello, what did I say? Have you flies under? Somebody laughing like that. In the 250cc class today, it was felt that number 11, Paul Cooper, was very, very, very unlucky in the much that he got involved in an accident that wasn't really his, and his bike got wrecked, and it couldn't make the rest of the meeting, thereby ruling his chances out. So we decided that Paul Cooper gets the £25 for the unluckiest man of the day in the 250 class. Give him a big round of applause. Well worth 25 quid. In the 350cc class, it was felt that number 9, was that Peter Knowles? Peter Knowles, he broke down in his first ride. And then I think he came up in the second ride, or did he break down again? Don't know, he wrecked an engine there along the way somewhere. And really and truly, this young man didn't have the best of luck this afternoon. And he nearly got up the presentation trailer. Take more water with it, young man. In the 500cc sidecars, there was 2 big candidates for this one, but a committee decision was taken. And number 143, Keith Richards and Phil Spencer. It's felt you rode your hearts out this afternoon, but you didn't quite make the final. And you'd like to see you get 25 quid this afternoon for your gallant efforts. 143, Keith Richards and Phil Spencer.
Thank you. Tommy.
Well done there, man. Have a nice day. And now we move on to the national champions for year 2000. And we're going to go up in reverse order from third to first. And the 250cc's will come first. In third place, amazing good riding for that young man. Can we welcome James Child? Oh, look at them shades, look at them shades. Don't trip over the postman, thank you. Is he riding RTS by any chance? Well done to James Child. I think I called you Matthew earlier, but you're all right. Second place, the man so nearly won it 2 years ago, second this year. Can we welcome Richard Smith? Well done there to Richard Smith. Jump up on that number 2 podium. And in first place, the year 2000 National 250cc champion, Lee Street. A big well done to Lee. They've been in the beer tent already, these boys. Number 1, Lee Street, National 250 champion at last. The trophy comes home to the South East Centre. Well done, boys. Wrong. And a bottle of bubbly. Well done, the 250cc boys. Make the most of it. It's going to be a very, very quick year. There will soon be somebody else after your positions. Numbers 1, 2 and 3 in the UK. 500cc sidecars then in third place. It was Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. Give them a big round of applause. Union Jack plays in there though. Grins like Cheshire cats, that's what I like to see. In second place this afternoon, and what a ride for the birthday boy of yesterday, Mike Reed and Mark Ford. These boys finished with the cameras. And in first place this afternoon, I've just been reminded it was a hat trick. I could remember they did it last year and this year, but I must admit I've forgotten they did it the year before as well. A hat trick of British Championships, 3 in a row for Leicester and Clive Goodwin. Well done, show appreciation there, ladies and gentlemen. Some very, very fast sidecar racers. One, two and three. Well done, gentlemen. You can go to the 10 further up now, get on. What a year to win it, the year 2000. This year is going to be remembered by a lot of us, especially these boys. Few more voters for hat-trick champions. Leicester and Clive Goodwin. The Tunbridge Heroes. On then to the 350cc National Championship for the year 2000. And in third place, we look for Neil Taylor. All having trouble with that gate post, haven't they? Well done that man, stand on that number 3. In second place, he tried hard all day, but couldn't quite catch the victor. Second place went to Jason Hanley. Brilliant ride early. And in first place this afternoon, the final man to get crowned a national champion for the year 2000 here at High Easter. First place went to none other than Tony Atkins. To Mr. Marriage for the availability of this superb land this afternoon, to say a big thank you, because obviously you can't run a grass track without grass. And Mr. Marriage, on behalf of the 500cc Sidecar Association, we'd like you to have that. And the bottle to for the up front, as we do like to look after people that look after us. Thank you. And could I have Jeff Moorcock up, please? Jeff? Jeff Moorcock, come up here, come on. Come up here.
I don't know what they want me for.
Because you're a good rookie, come on.
I've been in the beer game.
Jeff Moorcock, without you, this meeting would not have happened.
Oh yes, it would.
And the 500cc, so the 500 Sidecar Association boys know that, and they'd like you too to share in the enjoyment.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff Moorcock. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming this afternoon. Thank you for supporting the 500cc Sidecar Association. What's his name? Yeah, the beer tent is still open until 7 o'clock if you wish to partake, and it will be open till 7 o'clock. They'll stay open longer if there's enough of you wanting to drink, but 7 o'clock is time at the bar unless you prove otherwise.